In the bustling atmosphere of 1977, on a gloomy autumn afternoon at the private residence of the king of comedy, Charlie Chaplin, the dim light reflected the image of the artist who had once made millions smile and weep with nostalgia. He had lived a life full of trials and, more importantly, the grandeur of laughter, but now he was facing the final moments of his life. Although his health was deteriorating, Charlie's eyes still sparkled with stories and profound philosophies. Beside him, a close-knit group of friends gathered, worried, yet hesitant to speak. Instead, they awaited the final impressions from the great artist. With a faint smile on his emaciated face, Charlie chose to share 5 statements he called his spiritual legacies. The first statement was, "Every dream has value. Live fully to achieve them." These words acted as a flame that ignited the souls of those listening. Charlie was not just speaking about his own dreams, but was calling on others to pursue their passions and strong desires. The second statement, with a warm tone, was, "Never let fear hinder your progress." This reflected on the challenges he faced in life, from being dismissed to the painful emotions of criticism. He emphasized that fear is merely a shadow that cannot define a person's true worth. The third statement was, "Learn to love and cherish what you have." In that moment of silence, everyone felt the power of love and life. Charlie had lived a life full of friendships and connections, and he wished for his friends to always remember this. The fourth statement, softly spoken by Charlie, was, "Laughter is the universal language of humanity." His words were like warm water, reminding everyone that the value of laughter transcends all barriers. Laughter is a treasure, a source of life that helps bring people closer together. The final statement, in a moment of calm, was, "Always find the light even in the darkest moments." No one could imagine the difficulties Charlie had faced, but he chose to view life with a soul full of hope. He not only shared his thoughts with those around him, but also conveyed a profound message that light is always present, no matter the circumstances. As his final words left his lips, Charlie closed his eyes. His breath was gentle, but his words would undoubtedly live on in the hearts of those who had heard them. Though he had departed, the king of comedy left behind a grand legacy, not just in his films, but also invaluable life lessons about existence, love, and perseverance. As the daylight faded, his friends held hands tightly, feeling the power of his words like an eternal flame in their hearts. They would live by these legacies, inspiring the next generation to ensure that laughter and light would never fade away. In reflecting on Charlie Chaplin's final words, it is clear that he merged art and wisdom, humor, and philosophy. Recorded in history as a monument of world cinema, Chaplin also left a solid legacy of humanistic lessons. He recognized that life is not just about joyful moments, but also about challenges and pain, highlighting the values he wished to impart. Charlie Chaplin was more than just an artist. He was a visionary with a broad view of society, and his works often carry profound messages about issues like poverty, social injustice, and loneliness in the modern world. Through each film, he made audiences not only laugh, but also think deeply. This is what made him a figure of great influence across generations. From his youth, Charlie always had an artistic soul, constantly exploring and creating. He understood that to bring laughter to others, one must first comprehend the pain and suffering that people endure. This explains why many characters in his works are tragic, yet their laughter is filled with compassion. His final words were not merely from a man nearing death, but from a seasoned heart that had witnessed and experienced all facets of life. Although during his lifetime, Chaplin may never have imagined the extent of his impact, his words have certainly marked a significant milestone in building knowledge for future generations. We have a responsibility not only to remember him as the king of comedy, but also as a pioneer of modern comedic art and a morally conscious humanist. In seeking light during difficult times and dedicating ourselves to friendship, love, and laughter, Charlie Chaplin shaped how we face life. His words will forever be a torch guiding us through dark and challenging moments. Let us continue to live by the principles he outlined, turning them into motivation so that both ourselves and the world around us can become brighter. Beyond his films, Charlie Chaplin's final words are precious gems he bestowed upon humanity, reminding us of the ultimate goals of life: seeking happiness, soothing pain, and relentlessly pursuing dreams despite obstacles. Once again, let us return to those words and live in a way that honors the great legacy left by the king of comedy. Charlie Chaplin's final words were not just expressions of his thoughts, but profound philosophies on living. They contain a lesson in self-reflection and the ability to overcome oneself. Through this, the great artist emphasized that in every earthly life, light always accompanies darkness. Life is a combination of simple joys and unavoidable sorrows. The presence of both elements adds depth and meaning to the life we experience. Moreover, Chaplin skillfully wove social messages into his works, from The Kid to Modern Times and The Great Dictator. Each work was not merely an entertainment product, but a reflection of pressing social issues. Chaplin did not shy away from criticizing unjust systems and expressing deep empathy for the poor. This demonstrated both his keen awareness and the social responsibility of the artist. Especially through his character, Charlie, the name he crafted for himself, Chaplin provided a model of resilience in adversity. The image of a clown with a fake mustache and a top hat became a symbol of hope in dark moments, showing that it is never too late to seek happiness and joy in life. The optimistic spirit and ability to overcome hardships of this character touched the hearts of millions worldwide. Chaplin was not just an actor or director, he was a pioneering thinker in depicting the realities of life. His words and messages transcended artistic boundaries, becoming guiding principles for those facing difficulties. This earned him respect not only from audiences, but also from contemporary artists who continue to draw inspiration from his sincere voice. Finally, the legacy Charlie Chaplin left behind is not only on the silver screen, but also lives on in the heart of every individual. The words he wrote, the characters he created, and the messages he conveyed will continue to influence and nurture future generations. As we revisit his final words, let us ask ourselves, how can we apply them in our daily lives? And how can we fulfill the mission Chaplin taught us, living fully for happiness and humanistic values? This is one of the best ways to express gratitude for his talent and dedication to humanity.